Cool. Looking at my thumbs up. Vi, are you looking at my thumbs up? Cool. All right. Well, thank you for being here. Welcome to CJSF 90.1 FM Studio 6. This is Zinnia, and take it away to your first song.
Jersey City boy on the rooftop, cool in the city. Hot-headed in the night, got a burning for a good way forward. Got a fire in his eye and Jesuit school, and Daddy is a doctor. Nanny in the attic and Johnny's got cancer. Mama's got 5 kids, you've got asthma. Take it to the shore. Just a bunny on the beach with a hard-cut style. Another restless kid on the Avon Mile. Hail Marys and rock and roll, and Springsteen is gonna save your soul. You got the spark that'll start this fire. And everywhere I go, there you are. I can feel it in my blood, there you are. What a restless soul, what a heart on fire. I wanna take it there, wanna find you here. how we were before. Fake, faded flowers done up on that godly manor. Brooklyn, Khalifa, did we come here just to stall? Black bark, yellow leaves, I do not know what I Virginia Ray, I met you in your third life. One hand on the cane, the other hand in the air. I just coming out of a daze. Something about turning 30. Something about all the money I was spending on my record. I was tired of being tired. Oh, scared that it'd be like before when it didn't go away so easy. Couldn't meet your gaze, couldn't look you in the eye. All the things that you see, how do you reckon to love us? I'm just a kid. Missiles under the pasture in North Carolina. Your second life in the army. Guess you were looking for a ticket out. Did you find it in the river? Black water at midnight. Maybe you found it in the arms of a lover. But those are stories that you say. Yeah, you don't tell too easy. Couldn't meet your gaze, couldn't look you in the eye. All the things that you see, how do you reckon to love us? I'm just a kid. Virginia Ray, I met you in your third life. One hand on the cane, the other hand in the air. I just coming out of a daze.
Yeah. All right. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming up all the way onto this mountain to perform here in this tiny little orange room.
We won't come again until there's a gondola.
Well, you know what? It's coming. The promise has been there for a while now. So, cool. So why don't we start with the obvious, which is who are you? Well, tell us a little bit about who's here today.
Yeah, we are Zinnia. We're usually a 5-piece band in Toronto, a very synth pop band, and but today we are just a duo. My name is Rachael Cardiello, and it's mostly my project, and then my husband James Burrows.
My name is James Burrows and play guitar.
Cool. How long has this project been going on? Like,
This our first single came out in February.
okay.
But
Wow. So like quite young.
it's a
project.
very
Yeah.
it's just coming up fresh.
Wow.
But a lot of like our bandmates we've all played together under my name, Rachael Cardiello, for years, and toured across Canada with more of a Motown inspired 60s set.
Okay.
And while we were touring, our sounds kept morphing and changing. And when we went to record another album, it just was clear that it had become something so totally different. And that new thing is Zinnia.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would you say that like Zinnia has like moved this further into like band territory, I guess, rather than like you're the main composer, but
Right. No, that's exactly it. That when we recorded, it really every song is so tailored to each member of the band.
Right.
Usually I don't play synth. Usually we have Chris Pruden on the keys, and he can just make this orchestral, incredible. He plays Prophet, and it's otherworldly what he can do with that instrument. And Mackenzie Longpre is our drummer, Connor Walsh. You can feel the chemistry between the band that's been built over all this time, and I think everyone owns their parts in a way that's out of my control.
Cool. Well, I mean, and I think that like I think the best composers, that's kind of what they, it's not really about building all the pieces. It's about finding the people that can bring the pieces to you almost in a way, right? Like you're more of an organizer in some capacity, right?
Yeah,
so,
and that's been the beauty of leading a band, I think, is finding the balance between what parts I feel very intensely about and knowing each player and how much room to give them to find their own magic in it.
It's very cool. That's a very cool way of like handling that kind of. It's really cool to hear that like the 5-piece element of it, and then yet here you are as a 2-piece and kind of having to like improvise would be the wrong word because I know that probably most of this has come from a lot of practice to do this, but it's cool that you're able to kind of morph your songs into something that can be performed as a 5-piece or as a 2-piece, and it's funny for me being here in this room with you because I don't have a mix on that.
You don't have the synth.
So I right now to me it's literally vocals and guitar, and it provides like a different. It's a cool experience, right? Like I'm excited to hear what everyone else out there is hearing, but
yeah, you're having a.
But this is truly,
I'm interested to hear what you're hearing.
Yeah, it's pretty unique, but it's great. It's I can only imagine how the synth like fleshes it all out. At least from knowing some of the songs, and also from like, I'm watching you play, but like this is like ghost notes. So
yeah, you're just hearing a lot of like clickety clack. Yeah. like no man, I'm wanking on here. I'm doing crazy stuff. Is that the phrase?
Mostly I'm just, it's the phrase.
Yeah.
Mostly I'm just playing single notes, so I'm pretty...
Yeah, it's got your guitar has a really like percussive, like rhythmic part of the music, right? And that's cool. You don't often hear a guitar player exist in that world. It's definitely more the bass players usually.
Yeah, I think especially with like, a couple of the parts I'm playing are like Rachael actually wrote for our bass player, and then we kind of like split the difference a bit as we played live more.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got our keyboard players playing in tonight, so.
That's awesome. And you're performing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome.
June 4th at the Wise Hall.
June 4th at the Wise Hall, which by the time this is out,
in the past.
It'll be in the past.
A couple months ago.
Yeah. But speaking of that, let's talk about some future things. So what's coming up for you guys in the near future?
We're sort of spending the summer touring just to keep playing and keep the sweat in the songs, and then when we get back to Toronto, we're going full blast into album release mode, and we should have this album called Sensations in 2 Dot.
Cool.
That should be coming out in the late fall, which we're very excited for. I
bet releasing an album is like, it's awesome. It's like you finally get to put the thing out that you've worked so hard and pick apart all of its problems and then hope for the best, right? So do you have any plans with your release in the fall? Like, will we see you back on the West Coast anytime soon?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll do a West Coast tour.
Cool.
I'm from Montana originally, so it's coming out on this sweet record label called Anything Bagel, based out of Missoula, Montana, and so we'll probably start there and do a loop around the West and then do a loop around the East. We really want to be playing in the States as much as we can.
Yeah. Is that kind of the next, like right now you were doing with Canada, but is that kind of the next step with this band, going to the States?
Yeah, well, I think Canada's been so good to us. James and I have toured a lot, even just as a duo. So there's a lot of home bases we want to touch on here. But I've toured the States a lot in other people's bands as a hired gun, and I've just been wanting to bring these songs down to Philadelphia and New York and Brooklyn. And New Jersey.
Yeah, I actually saw. So you recorded this album in New York. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, Syracuse, upstate New York for the first part, and then the rest of it was recorded in Brooklyn.
Cool. That's awesome. Any reason why that was the decision made?
We wanted to sound cool. We thought, where do the cool people record albums?
No, our producer is our friend David Brandwine, who's
cool.
in this incredible 9-piece power funk band from Brooklyn called Turquoise. And he produced both of our last albums. And I just felt like we have a really good relationship in knowing how to push back. And I knew that with this album, I was wanting to take a lot more control of the pieces, and I had a clearer vision of what I wanted these songs to become. And I knew with him, he would challenge me on the pieces that weren't quite fitting into that vision. And so yeah, he had access to this great studio in Syracuse, New York, called More Sound. And we all got to, we drove down Toronto, camped up above the studio, would just spend the days recording and the nights listening to records, and it was good.
That sounds like a dream, actually.
It was a dream. I've recorded with bands so often in Toronto where you teach a full day of music lessons, or you're making coffee and then you zip in for 3 hours of recording and go back to your life, and it's so chaotic. And I just really, with this band, it's so infrequent that you actually get to record. I wanted us to have an adventure. I wanted everyone in the same car. I wanted us all to be out of our element and drinking nice coffees in a different place.
Yeah.
And just to be immersed in, this is the only thing we're doing for this week.
See, I love that, right? Because I think that a lot of the struggles that one faces as a musician and as a band is how do you keep it fun or healthy, or in some way, a reminder of the reasons you even chose to do music, because we all know that we didn't choose this because of the money, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's nice to hear that's. I don't think enough bands kind of leave room for themselves to just be musicians, really engage in that, and it's something that happens in the gaps of your life, of your daily life, and it's, I'm very I'm impressed and also very jealous that that's something that you actually have curated with your band. That's awesome. Cool. Well, do you wanna take it into your last two songs?
Sure.
Cool. And if you want to introduce them or as you need to, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. We'll play. These are our last two singles. We put out 3 songs this year.
Cool.
And it's really nice to see them come above ground, because it's an updated version of what we've been making that was so clear to us, and to everyone on the outside, all they could hear was my album from 5 years ago. So
right, yeah.
It's been a really exciting year, and this next song is called Bullets. And I wrote it on my mom's piano in Montana. And I think both of these next 2 songs are kind of exploring being caught in a hard place, or watching people in your life go through really hard things, and trying to search for the compassion and search for the words to help them, when a lot of times there's no solution. There's not actually something you can offer besides just being there. Yeah, and this one, Bullets, has been hanging around for a long time, so it's good to finally find a sound that could hold what I think is the depth of how hard it was to write it.
You're a very beautiful speaker, so that was great.
It's probably my lipstick.
The tights are new too.
The tights, yeah. Thank you.
You bet.
I've been thinking about your new room. red hair. You never looked us in the eyes. I wanna tell you that it's all gonna get better. I wanna tell you that it's all gonna get easier. I wanna tell you that it's all gonna get better. I wanna tell you that it's all gonna get easier. You packed the car with the 2 kids and you left her in the mountains. I know you're tired of the same shit and the money keeps disappearing. I really didn't realize how hard you've been struggling. I really didn't realize how alone you've been, how lonely. Do you think it's gonna be alright? Do you think it's gonna be alright? God, I hope it's gonna be alright. God, I hope it's gonna be got a list, it's been growing since I was 13 years old, and you told me what your brother did. Got a list, it's got strangers and fathers and gods from around our town, and every single name still hits me in the gut like a bullet in the gut. Yeah, every single name still hits me in the gut like a bullet in the gut. Yeah, every single name still hits me in the gut like a bullet in the gut. Yeah, every single name still hits me in the gut like a bullet in the gut. winds on the road and sorrow in the north. You've been hanging on a dream for so long. Got an aching heart in Montreal. Didn't think it'd be so hard to let love you. I see that I can feel you. I have arms to hold you, but I haven't roots. Come on to me now, let me hold you. There's a softness here of taking down my walls. Blood is in the south and fire in the west. High fever in the eyes of the beholder. Calloused is the skin and withered is the heart. There are things you didn't wanna get used to. I see there, I can feel you. I have arms to hold you, but I haven't roots. Come on to me now, will you hold me? There's a softness here of taking down my Take it to a mountain, take it to the sea, take it to the one who knew you in your darkness. Put it down on paper, put it in a song, distill the desperation from your anger. Can you see me now? Can you feel me? I have tried to take it, but I am tired. Come on to me now, will you hold me? There's a softness here of taking down my walls. There's a softness here of taking down my walls. There's a softness here of having any walls.
Great. Thank you so much. This has been Zinnia on CJSF 90.1 FM, the Studio 6 sessions. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's been fun.